What's up guys, for today's video I'm going to show you what this flow hive is all about. So another beekeeping video. Remember 2 years ago flow hive went viral on the Kickstarter. They made like $14 million on the Kickstarter. Well, guess what? I purchased one last year, but it was too late to put it to the test, so we're going to do it this season. First problem about this beehive, it costs $700. You can buy 3 regular beehives, and guess what? It only comes with a bottom brood box and a super. So I usually beekeep with 2 brood boxes. I would have to buy another brood box for something $60. So that's a flow hive would cost me about $750. But regular beehives cost about $200. So this is very expensive beehives out there. And you know what? After 2 years, I just checked the website. They did not come down cheaper. They still up to $700, which is very expensive. If you want to have like 10 hives, you would have to spend what? $7,000. That's insane. That's a very expensive beehives. I don't know if you really want those, but the whole idea of these beehives, it is supposed to be very easy to extract honey. You can just plug in a tube and turn a knobs and the honey comes out right out of the beehive. It sounds pretty nice, but honestly if you only have 1 or 2 beehives, it's already very cheap and easy extract honey by hand. I already showed it to you last year. I'll put links in description, but that's supposed to be even easier. Yes, it is a lot easier, but do you really want to pay the price of extra $400? Maybe so. But another problem about that, $700, it could have come assembled. I was shocked that I paid $700 and it come unassembled. I can't believe it. You buy other beehives and assembles, you can really pay only about $120 for 3 brood boxes. It is a lot cheaper if you buy beehives and assemble. And this flow hive unassembled for $700, I was mind blown. So now I have to put in another like 30-40 minutes to assemble everything. So it's time is money. So first complaint is very expensive beehive and it's unassembled. So let's assemble it all. Right here, flow hive, there's a little note and there's a assembly right here and instruction. Man, I can't believe $700 I paid for this beehive and now I have to assemble a beehive. Crazy. Alright, I'll just take everything out. Wow, I even have to assemble the little frames. That's crazy too. That's a lot of work. I might assemble frames some other day. Boom. Screen bottom board with a slide-in cover. I like that. Looks like it's not even 10 frame beehive. It's like 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay, it's 8 frame beehive. 8 frame beehives a lot cheaper than 10 frame beehive. So that's a big ripoff right there already. And boom, there's a queen excluder, top board, and a screen board. This is the only 8 frame beehive that I have. All my other beehives are 10 frame. Oh my gosh, look how many little things there is. You know what, even the top is unassembled. There's a lot of little pieces. I'm gonna probably spend at least an hour or 2 to assembling it all. And this is the most important box. It is what is famous is about. Boom, right here, the plastic frames that you can turn and all the honey comes out from this side right here. And then it fills up right straight into the jar. These pieces are already assembled. I'll show you how they work in a little bit. So what we're looking for, this is the top and this is the top, and then we're going to join them together. You want to make sure you're going to screw it at 90 degrees, so this is why I ordered a couple of these clamps to make it 90-degree angle. Then I'm going to flip it over and put another clamp on the other side. There you go. Came with the screws. This is right here, brood box kit. Get your screw to just like that, not too tight. And I think right here is supposed to be a nail. Love these clamps. I just got them online and they work so well. Look how well it sits. Beautiful. It comes with nails as well. It looks like just how it's supposed to be. And boom, then you put frames in here. This bottom board, brood box is ready to go. The second box is a super box. This is where those floor plastic frames are gonna go in. This is more important one to put together. It's gonna be pretty much the same. Now this part about floor hive is very unique. So I think you put this part either here. Looks pretty straight to me, so I'm just going to screw everything together. Next step, this is the layer cover for the back. You slide it in like that, and it comes with this layer kit. Then you're going to get all your screws and find this big screw, put a spring in like this into this wooden part, screw it into the wood like this. You don't want to tighten this too much, so that way it can go in and out. Then we're going to get a smaller screw and a little handle, and a second one right here. Next we're going to put the glass in like this. I wish all the screws were separated. They just threw all the screws together here. Figure it out, find it yourself. Not too tight, you might want to do it by hand. There you go. Glass is installed. Now this is observation window. Now we're going to put this part in like that. It goes inside, and we need to put these notches down here. Once again, find screws like this with a big head and go drill it in like that. That looks good. You don't want to do it too tight, but you don't want to do it not tight enough. By the way, I want to put on a handle right here too, real quick. Sounds like a lot of screws. I wonder if it's going to survive in the weather that long with all these screws and little wooden parts. I fear they're just gonna fall apart pretty soon. You know what I realize? It's not painted either, so now I have to spend more money on painting it. So that sounds like way too much work for $700 unassembled. And this part right here goes into here. Have a lot of wiggle room. I do not like it. I guess it's okay for a little bit of ventilation. Okay, now I'm just gonna install plastic frames. And as you can see, there's a lot of wiggle room. What we will need is a screwdriver for that. On the other side, let me open this frame out. Here there's a screw. We can open it up, so that way it will not wiggle anymore. So like this. You gotta be careful, it's plastic. We're going to unscrew it so that way it does not wiggle. Compared to this one, look at that. Goes in and out like crazy. But this one, because of screws, it barely moves. That's what you want to do to all of them. Okay, these tubes right here, you want to store them somewhere that you're not going to lose them, because we will need them to harvest honey. There you go. And there is right here a metal piece. And then we're just gonna close it all. This is gonna go on top in here. And now this frames are in there, it's actually all sits really tight. So this is how it's going to look like. Bottom board, super. Obviously we're going to put frames in there. Then I'm going to put queen excluder, so the queen does not lay in plastic frames. And put supers in here. And then a top cover. There you go, there's a hole for feeding, I guess. And now all we have left is to build the top cover. Boom. Second one goes right here. Okay, next is pretty much shingles. Okay, and the top right here. I might put metal over it so that way there's no leaks during the winter, just to make sure. There you go guys, floor hive, fully assembled. Now need to be painted. I do like that there is a little window, observation window. And right here Later on, this is how you harvest honey. When you open this little part, do not lose it, but you put this whole key in and then turn it. And if you want to open it, you put it under there and turn it right here. And you make sure you turn it all the way open. And let me show you what happens when you do that. If you look at them closer, as you can see, all these little cells are open, and that way all the honey will drip down into this chamber and will come out from here. So when you set up your super, you gotta make sure that all your frames are in a closed position, not open position, so that way the bees actually can use it. And let's make sure all of them are on a closed position, so that way when I do use it, bees not gonna get confused. This is honestly a cool invention. This is definitely will be an easiest way to harvest honey without heating it up. You're going to get fresh honey, very pure honey, without touching it at all, straight out of the hive. Definitely will be a very delicious honey. There you go. Then I'm gonna put this cover on and then close it all. You know what, this is cool. I like it a lot. It's just too bad it's so expensive. It's definitely will be an easy way to harvest honey. The easiest way to harvest honey probably, without lifting anything and a mess. But I just wish it wasn't so expensive. So maybe in a few more years, once they have a competition, it'll be a lot cheaper. But for now, it is what it is. Well guys, that's pretty much it. Super excited to see if the bees actually going to put honey in there, and we'll see if it's actually going to work. Probably will be the easiest way to harvest honey, that's for sure. I just wish it wasn't so expensive, because if I want to have 100 hives, that's like $70,000. Each hive is $700. That's insane. And I keep my bees in 2 brood boxes, not 1 brood box, so that's even more expensive if I want. Maybe there is a way to buy them a lot cheaper, but right now I just got it to show you all what it looks like and how cool that is. If you want to get couple for yourself and no more than 2 beehives, it probably will be the easiest way to harvest honey. But let me know in comments below, what do you think about the floor beehive. And as always, thumbs up this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.